Milk. Is it nutritious or poisonous? Milk, villain or hero? Should you drink milk every day, or even eat dairy products like yogurt and cottage cheese? Is milk good or bad for your health? What benefits can it bring you, and what are the possible harms? Is it true that milk inflames your body and destroys it from the inside, as well as causing kidney stones, raising your blood cholesterol, and giving you pimples on your face? Or does it have anti-inflammatory properties and prevent some diseases? And is boxed milk really poisonous? And why are there people who are more sensitive than others and cannot tolerate this drink? In this video, I will discuss this much criticized and much loved food, milk, investigating the latest scientific research and demystifying myths and popular beliefs. Who knows, you'll be able to enjoy your latte in peace from today onwards. Stay until the end and find out. But first, enjoy the video, subscribe to our channel, and activate the bell to receive our following videos. And it is also essential for you to share this knowledge with your friends and family. And tell me, do you still drink milk despite this flood of contrary opinions? Or you already left it a long time ago? Right below. Let's go. Milk is the staple food of all mammals after birth. All. Your dog drinks milk, your cat drinks milk, and the dolphins also drink milk. Breast milk is extremely important for forming our brain and protecting us against infections, ear infections, diarrhea, pneumonia, and even allergies, diabetes, hypertension, and obesity. It provides all the nutrients the baby needs to grow and develop in the first 6 months of life. It even protects the mother who breastfeeds against certain types of cancer, such as breast cancer, ovarian, and endometrial cancer. Of course, it is not a guarantee against cancer, but it reduces the risk. From the 1950s to the 1970s, some scientists said breastfeeding might not have these advantages since infant nutrition formulas had advanced so much. Why breastfeed, right? The nipple hurts, it's terrible, the woman will expose herself, show her breast. And this trend caught on. Millions of children stopped being breastfed by their mothers because of controversial opinions. Babies and mothers were not protected because of supposed experts. Is dairy for everyone? Breast milk, yes. But the dairy products you buy in the supermarket, no. Some people are allergic to milk protein. Usually it's more children, but the vast majority become less sensitive over time. At 1 year of age, half of the children who were allergic no longer are, and at 6 years of age, around 90% are free. What is lactose intolerance? Lactose intolerance is when a person has difficulty digesting lactose, the sugar in milk. This difficulty arises due to the deficiency of lactose, an enzyme responsible for breaking down lactose. Almost 100% of children are born with the ability to break down lactose, because breast milk also contains lactose. However, over time, lactose production decreases. Around 6 years of age, around 75% of children worldwide have lactose intolerance. What are the symptoms of lactose intolerance? These symptoms appear 30 minutes to 2 hours after you drink milk or eat cheese or pizza that contains lactose. The symptoms are diarrhea, gas, abdominal pain, bloated belly, nausea, and even vomiting. What to do when you have lactose intolerance? If you feel sick when you eat dairy products, you can improve your condition by taking lactase, the enzyme your body lacks, before you drink milk or eat cheese. Buy Lactose, free milk or yogurt, or even avoid dairy products altogether. Cutting significantly improves your symptoms. And look how interesting. Differences between lactose intolerance around the world and lactose intolerance vary significantly across the globe. In Asia, for example, around 90% of the population is intolerant, while in Europe, this number drops to 10–15%. This is due to a genetic adaptation that emerged in some regions where milk was essential for survival. The domestication of dairy animals 8,000 years ago enabled populations to grow. In areas with harsh winters and scarce food, groups that consumed milk and made cheese and other dairy products had a better chance of surviving. Through natural selection, people who produced the lactase enzyme for longer lived longer and passed this characteristic on to their children. This has resulted in entire populations that are not lactose intolerant. But today, is milk essential for our survival? Actually, we can only survive well with it. If you don't feel well, you can stop at ease, because there are no unique nutrients that only dairy products have. But of course, milk is rich in calcium. 100 ml is 125 ml. Cheese can have up to 525 ml of calcium per 100 g. Other foods have more calcium than a glass of milk. 100 grain of sardines, 50 g of sesame, flaxseed, kale, watercress, ora pronobis, white beans, and chickpeas also have lots of calcium. Milk also contains high-quality protein, including all the essential amino acids. But you can get protein from various sources. Eat more eggs and meat, such as fish, chicken, pork, or beef. Or if you're vegan, peas, lentils, beans, and soy. So, milk is optional for most adults. That's precisely what Harvard said. And of course, this statement was distorted. Harvard researchers beg you to stop consuming milk. That's a lie, okay, but drinking milk is unnatural. We humans have been drinking for 8,000 years. And in this other phrase, which you may have heard, only humans drink milk from different animals. But we are also the only ones who drink wine, use cell phones, do calculations, and drive cars. What argument is that, serious? And you may have also heard that milk causes cancer. Is it true? Some old studies showed a relationship with breast, colon, and prostate cancer. But science advances. It is still ongoing. With new studies, we have a new perspective. For example, breast cancer. The 2023 meta-analysis showed that drinking milk was not associated with increased breast cancer cases, and it can actually reduce your risk. That's something, isn't it? The same happens with bowel cancer. New research suggests that drinking milk and eating cheese protects against colorectal cancer. And if you drink yogurt, it's even better. Now, for prostate cancer, maybe it has an absolute bottom. If you drink more than 1 liter of milk every day, your risk of prostate cancer could increase by between 3% and 30%, perhaps due to an increase in the hormone IGF-1, the same hormone that makes children grow. But is milk sour for your heart? Does it increase the risk of heart attack and stroke? A meta-analysis published in Nature in 2021 showed some points we should consider. First, the type of milk counts. High-fat whole milk is associated with an increased risk of coronary heart disease. This association was consistent. Whole milk has a lot of saturated fat, which increases LDL cholesterol in the blood. So, skimmed milk is the best option if you like milk, have cholesterol problems, or have coronary artery disease. Now, cheese may offer some protection against coronary heart disease, especially in women. About stroke. Milk consumption may be associated with a slightly reduced risk of strokes because it reduces blood pressure. And kidney stones? Most of it is calcium, right? But no, it protects against kidney stones. But the bones get weak. I've heard that. This one is more nebulous. Bones need calcium. But it's not just calcium that they live on. They saw that children who consumed a lot of milk every day grew more than those who consumed little or no milk. Just take the Dutch as a basis, who drink a lot of milk. The average height for men is 6 feet, and for women, 5.5 feet. But does dairy prevent osteoporosis? We don't know. Some observational studies show they do not affect bone health, or may even be harmful by increasing fractures. However, most studies show an inverse association. The more dairy you eat, the lower your risk of osteoporosis. Does milk cause allergies? Only for some people. So, if you are very allergic, removing milk, as so many say, may not improve it. But this is for the majority. That's what the studies say. If I were very allergic, I would express the milk to C. Is it different for me? Sometimes, in your case, milk or dairy products make your immune system go haywire. Usually, it's because of the proteins in milk. A1 casein, found in most cow's milk, can cause inflammation in some people. That's why goat's milk and some types of cow's milk that have A2 casein are less inflammatory for those who are sensitive or because of waste skin. So milk is inflammatory? No, in general, milk does not cause inflammation. There's a meta-analysis on this. It may even be anti-inflammatory. Is milk inflammatory for me? And I will answer. Then you must express the milk. That's simple. For some people, certain things are good. For others, the same thing is terrible. Now, does milk cause acne? This is proven. In addition to being rich in proteins, milk is rich in carbohydrates and lactose, which can increase blood sugar levels if you have diabetes. However, carbohydrates increase oiliness and inflammation in the skin, leading to acne. Not everyone who drinks milk and dairy products develops acne, but for some people it can be significant. If you like milk and dairy products and have a lot of acne, opt for yogurt, which has a more minor impact. What are the other benefits of milk? Milk is a source of many nutrients, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. Also, milk is a source of vitamin B12 and other B-complex vitamins for vegetarians, and vitamin D if it's whole milk. And here is a point of confusion. Milk can be good for those who express milk immediately and drink it. But I live in a big city. Is carton milk terrible? Not necessarily. The statement I hear here is that milk spoils quickly if it isn't kept in the fridge. How can milk remain unrefrigerated for 1 month? This is called technology. It's not that they're putting anything in the milk. Back in 1873, Pasteur discovered that if you heated milk and then cooled it quickly, what we call pasteurization. This milk did not give rise to bovine tuberculosis, brucellosis, and other diseases, and it didn't change the quality of the milk. Today, there is a more advanced process, UHT ultra-high temperature, where the milk is filtered to remove impurities, pasteurized for 30 minutes, and then heated at high temperatures, reaching 300 DGF for 4 seconds. This step sterilizes the milk, and then it is cooled. This is the first step, and the second stage is those little boxes, the long-life packaging or Tetra Pak. This packaging has 6 layers of aluminum and polyethylene from the Piet bottle and paper for milk. It protects against light and pathogens. So let's break this myth. Carton milk is not poisonous and can be almost the same as milk from a cow. You can rest assured when purchasing. If you avoid milk because it would be spoiled in a day outside the refrigerator, you buy much more expensive alternatives. Almond milk, oat milk, soy milk. They are also in Tetra Pak packaging and would spoil quickly if it weren't for technology. Make some juice in your mango house. Leave it out of the fridge. Can you take it a week later? 1 month later? Better not, see? Same thing. But I have to be fair. If you don't drink milk for environmental impact, ethical, and ecological reasons, that's a good argument. Milk helps with the climate change we are experiencing today. Percent of the land is used to feed dairy cattle, and 3% of greenhouse gas emissions come from animals. So, the milk you buy in the supermarket has a negative effect. The verdict? To take or not to take. Ultimately, the decision to include milk in your diet is personal. If it's good for you, excellent. If not, the world will not end if you opt for alternatives. The important thing is to find balance, have a varied diet, and, of course, only spread myths after first checking the facts. If you drink your coffee with milk every morning and don't feel any discomfort the next time someone tells you to drink milk with some empty points of view, send them this video. Go ahead. Thank you so much for watching, and feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more informative content. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. And what will be the following video you'll watch? I'll leave 2 recommendations here on the side. Stay healthy, stay happy.